G'day legends. Bit of a drop today in Bitcoin and crypto in general. It was a 3% drop this morning when I woke up. It's leveled out now because as the time goes on, the more level it is, the less the drop shows in the bubbles. But we'll have a look at them in a second. There's a little bit of news, some good news, some bad news. Just interesting news. The interesting news is mainly around XRP. So I'll go into that. XRP was on, I think, the US 60 Minutes show. I haven't watched it. Obviously, it's in the US, and I'm not exactly sure how to hunt that down. But from all reports, it wasn't great as far as the way XRP was looked at on there. I believe it was a CEO or someone went on there, and basically, they didn't try and make them look good. They tried to make it look bad, from what I understand. Feel free to fact check that yourself. But it didn't really affect the price, which is good. And then today, an XRP CEO, I believe, has just gone on Twitter or X and just written a tweet, or whatever they call them now, that all it says is buckle up or something like that. So obviously they think something's about to happen, and that's stirred up the XRP community, as if if that's your favorite coin, if that's your favorite coin, it would, because you think something's going to happen. So hopefully it does. Anyway, we'll move across and have a look at some of the bubbles right now. So here's what it looks like right now. So this is a few hours after. As you can see, that's the day. We started up here and up at the 100,000 mark and came down about 4,000, over 4,000 by the time it hit here. And it's climbed back up about 1,500, a bit over 1,700. The week looks like this. So a fairly volatile week. We've been at 93 up to 103, back down to 96, and we're sitting at 97. XRP's at nearly back to $2. It's projected to the downside to possibly hit $1.90 by technical analysts. ETH, our second biggest, is back down to 3,640. That's what its week looks like. Also quite volatile. 3.5 up to 4, back down to 3,750-ish. We'll have a look into the daily. A lot of red here. This one is moved into the top 100 today, I believe. What's its year look like? There you go. No idea what that is. That is the weirdest looking, well, it's one of the weirdest, not the weirdest looking chart I've seen, but it's certainly very interesting. I might have to do some research into that one, but that's a bit of a strange looking chart with a straight line like that. As you can see, basically no matter what your coin is, it's probably down. There's a handful of ones that were down that look like they moved back up. I believe Ondo was down earlier. Yeah, it came all the way down to $1.42 and then jumped back up to $1.68. So it's obviously hit some buy orders, I would think. We'll leave that. I want to keep this video a little shorter. More news. The Russian lawmaker proposes strategic Bitcoin reserve to counter geopolitical challenges. I won't read that. Basically, they're proposing the same thing as the US, that they keep Bitcoin on their on the government books on their balance sheet. Stuff to look forward to. I was looking at this. Here we are. Where we are. December. Oh, it's moved. The FOMC meeting is about a week away. It's on the 17th and 18th in the US. So that can and will affect your crypto. If they drop interest rates, that will be seen as good. If they hold, that will be seen as bad. If they hike, that will be seen as really quite bad, I imagine. I don't imagine that's going to happen. I think it'll be either a hold or a drop. And I haven't researched into that recently. It was about 50-50 odds the last time I checked it. Here's the Fear and Greed Index. We're still in extreme greed. This ticks over every 24 hours. I imagine this will drop off a little bit tomorrow. So if it's worth checking in tomorrow, I will put a video out showing what it is. And Bitcoin dominance is at 56. If it climbs back to 58, we might start saying that it might have been a fake out for the altcoin season start or something like that. But, you know, we'll wait and see. And why have we had this big drop? The answer, it was not as simple as it seems. There wasn't much news. The only thing that stood out was Justin Sun, the owner of Tron, the CEO of Tron, who created Tron, I believe. He sold 123 million off the top of my head. It was 120 something million dollars worth of Ethereum, which would definitely bring Ethereum down, and people seeing that a big whale sold that much Ethereum in one go would be seen as bearish. For those who don't know Justin Sun or haven't been around in crypto for a long time, he's known to do stuff like this. He's known to be a bit of a manipulator. He's got enough money to try and make retail people. He's just known for doing this type of thing where he'll sell and say things to make crypto look bad, and then when everyone sells, he's known to then go and buy it back up himself. So he could be just trying to cause a little bit of a drop so that he can pick up, his Ethereum or whatever else he wants to buy at a cheaper price. That's not confirmed or anything. That's just my theories and thoughts. That's about it for the news today. All I would say is this may not be the bottom of this drop. We've gone through 98,000, which was the resistance, and we've dropped through the bottom. The foreseeable bottom is about 85,000, the same as I said last time. If we drop, if we go through 96, we'll probably stop it down at like 91, 92. And then if we go through that, it'll just keep going probably down to 85,000 for Bitcoin. And of course your altcoins, they will plummet with it as well. But this is a bull market, so these things are okay. They're allowed to happen. This is people. The other still haven't figured out that that thing with the camera. I've had people messaging me trying to tell me ideas, but I'm just thinking maybe you can't do it with the app that I run over the top of the camera. I must just have to touch the screen or something to stop it closing. I apologize for that. So it was just liquidations. So it was the people that had leverage for Bitcoin to go up. If their leverage gets washed out, so they're betting it'll go up. If it goes back down through the margin that they had, where the leverage was, it's just like a snowball effect. It's like a fat kid rolling down a hill. If you get in the way, you get knocked over as well, and you're both going down. And then if someone else gets, it just keeps going down, all right? So the faster it goes down, the more leverage it knocks out. And so there's leverage all the way down to 85,000. That's okay, because what it does is give you more time to rebuy things that you wanted to buy. If you've got dry powder, as they call it, money on the side. If you got money on the side, or if you want to buy something and you feel like you missed out on something you were having FOMO about, fear of missing out, if there was something that you were worried about missing out on before that, these are the times that you should be looking at buying it, more than when it's going up. Anyway, I've got this video to 10 minutes, even though I was trying to do like a 3 or 4 minute video. So I will sign it off there. If you've got any questions, feel free for you to post them. Chuck a like up if you've made it to the end and this has been useful. Have a great evening. Do something nice for someone else. Crypto Bogan out.